create another workshop for how to differentiate luxury pet mom products. So this way you could make more money. Let's talk about that. And I know some of you guys jumped into my previous workshop and asked questions. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the comments, but feel free to ask them as well right now. So guys, look, if you wanted to differentiate your from, how should I say it, from the kind of design standpoint versus just adding kind of a cheap product upsell, so versus introducing additional accessory, here's what you could do. This strategy is really powerful. If you use it, you will have more opportunities to make more money down the road, down the stream within your product delivery life cycle. So what that means is you're going to be able to compete better and be able to make videos better, UGC videos. Either you or your UGC creators, they're gonna have that upper edge, something that many people don't understand how to do. And as a result, many people end up not making sales. I'm gonna go ahead and break this down, guys, to make it really easy for you to understand what's involved in differentiating your product. So this way you can make the right move and differentiate it and finally start competing. Because if you don't differentiate your pet product, it's going to be hard for you to compete. Now, the question is how? The answer is you need to work together with an inventor or work with another responsible party who can iterate through multiple designs, variations of those designs, like a product designer who already created products before, who worked with a specific factory and knows and understands those mechanics, very complex mechanics. Now, you could reach out to them, you could find them on LinkedIn and start engaging with conversation. The problem with that is sometimes you end up with a designer who didn't necessarily design something because based on factory's capabilities. So you end up getting design that is pretty much worthless. And of course, you don't recognize that until later. So I figured I'd just go ahead and help you save some time, so this way you don't make that mistake and instead do something else. Now, granted, if you do ask the right questions, the product designer, and especially the product designer who just built a very good product and listed it and it's picking up pace and you could see that, yes, you could totally squabble up with that designer and hit him hard and say, look, here's what I'm gonna hook you up with some money. I know you just finished this product, I know you just finished designing this. Look, I was gonna get you more business and recognition, your own product label recognition on our brand. Would you be interested in that? This is a top skill negotiation tactic with product designers. So this way you could end up having the right factory, building your products, the right suppliers, everything else in that nature. This is a life hack. It's powerful. It's really powerful, guys. Use it. Use this life hack to get through, to penetrate through the shields of armor of product designers. You're gonna find lots of product designers on LinkedIn. You're gonna find them on Google, through Google search, through Meta. You're gonna find them on Threads. You're gonna find them everywhere, guys. Now, the key is making sure that this product designer built something really that was selling really well. And of course, you want to give that designer royalty fees. And that's what I do. I give designers royalty fees, guys. Have you ever heard of royalty fees? Well, this is kind of like a little commission, but for the product designer. So this way they get a recognition and money. Imagine you find a designer who just created a viral product, and you reach out to this designer, and this person obviously gonna be like, who are you? why should I help you? Obviously, guys, obviously, I'm gonna repeat it. Obviously, they're not gonna help you if you don't use the right negotiation tactics. But if you use the following negotiation tactics, you'll be able to pierce through their armor and will be able to squabble up with a respectful factory that's going to be able to produce those differentiation factors that you're looking for. Now, some of you will say, well, okay, Rome, I get it. Where'd I start? Start with a designer. That's the first step. Find one and come back to this channel. Tell me you found the designer and ask me what the next steps should be. This way, it's going to be a guided approach for my subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber yet, definitely guys jump in. So this is your homework. Go find a designer who just designed a viral product, hit them up and negotiate exactly in a way that I just described now. And then once you do that, come back to me and ask me what is the next step. Okay guys, so that's gonna be your first thing. So after you squabble up together with the designer, guys, you wanna take this to the next level. And the next level is gonna be more than just a designer. I mean, sure, granted, designer is gonna have that fire-looking product that they designed before. They're gonna say, okay, how much money are you gonna give me? You're gonna tell them, look, I'm gonna give you some royalty fees, brand recognition for future better earnings, and I'll hook you up with some, I don't know, ticket to China or something like this, right? Plus, I'll buy your coffee or whatever it is. This is how you want to negotiate, guys. And of course, the designer is gonna say, yes, I'd love that. Ship me out to China. I'd love to go ahead and begin right away. So you ship out your designer to China, and he's going to be working together with factories, doing the quality assurance and checking and designing the product. If you choose somebody else, like a third-party company, you could do that too, but it's going to be like $200 or $300 per day. And if you do the math behind this deal, behind the royalty fees, behind the incentives and all sorts of other bells and whistles that you'll provide to your designer, it's just in practical sense not going to make any sense for you. Now, of course, it depends where you are in your product delivery life cycle. If you're a mom over 40 who have never done that before, then clearly you want to take the sourcing approach where you squabble up with a sourcing agent to package everything for you and make sure everything is not cooked. Obviously, you want to do that. But who's going to be doing that stuff for you? Who's going to be doing the research for you? Who's going to be analyzing what kind of viral product you're going to add? And how do you know that whatever it is being viral is continuously going to be still viral by the time you get it shipped and have it all, wrinkled out and distributed? How? That's the biggest question that many moms over 40 ask me. And of course, what I do is I give them my ratings criteria that I cook in directly in my algorithm that I designed specifically for moms over 40 and luxury pet brand industry. So this way you have all the prompts from my ChatGPT sessions in combination with other trainings that will help you identify the winning viral product even before it becomes viral. Now, how far is that, guys? That's a heck of a lot better deal than just losing your shirt and going out there and buying a bunch of the same type of products that everybody else sells and getting hit with a bunch of IP laws, right? So now think about it. So what is another approach other than, let's say if you're a mom over 40 and you be like, look, I don't know, Rome. It's too complex for me. Please describe it to me in easier terms. I don't know anything about private label. I don't know anything about TikTok dropshipping. I'm a mom over 40 with a bunch of cats, pets, and dogs. All I know is that I want to make some money. I love my cats. I love my pets. I have some ideas that I wanted to do something, but I feel like it's just me sitting down on a couch looking in a ceiling, and I don't really think it's a real ideas. But I've thought of something, but I just don't know what to think of. I don't know which product to pick. Now, of course, granted, guys, if you're like that, you're definitely going to need deep level research analysis for whatever it is, whatever the kind of brand that you're building. And of course, that's what we provide with beautiful rating algorithm that I explicitly designed for moms over 40. Let me describe to you guys what this rating algorithm does. It allows you to find winning products. That's right, guys, winning products. How far is that? That's kind of fire, right? I made $500,000, guys, this year. Now, granted, of course, it wasn't from TikTok shop, but it was from other stocks thing and whatnot. But hey, I figured it's the same thing, close enough. So I figured I'd go ahead and build an entire luxury brand for you in real time and show you how exactly do I do this. How do I do this in real time so this way you could better understand all those high cardinality heterogeneous complexities. I know, I don't have much gas and it looks a little bit off, but hey, let me take a look at the prices now. How much are the gas prices? Oh, 309. Okay, it's probably gonna go up by, yeah, it's gonna hit the roof, and by next week, yeah, yeah. So I'll probably get some stocks in Oxy. Yeah, it will probably be enough for me to make profits to the trip to China. Okay, so guys, look, how do you analyze things? How do you predict future? How do you do this in a way? Well, you gotta look at what's going on around the world. You got to look at those factors. If you do that, it's going to be easier for you to analyze what's going to be popping, what's going to be going up. For example, oil right now is 309. But did you guys know that there's a brooming, or should I say, I don't even know if I'm using the right word. There's a looming. Okay, I know, I wanted to say the word looming instead of brooming. I don't know why I thought of saying brooming. But anyway, did you guys know there's a looming conflict in Venezuela? Do you guys know what it's going to do with oil prices? No? Well, can you guys guess? Okay, probably you don't want to guess. Okay, I don't want to show my PIN code. But yeah, it's going to go up and you could make pretty good income. So I was thinking about maybe, I don't know, making enough for me to fly to China on an airplane ticket and all of my expenses for the hotel. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Buy some low chip stocks and sell them by, I don't know, maybe by end of next week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how this whole thing Venezuela gonna play out. But anyway, guys, look, while I'm filling out the gas and kind of going through all those high cardinality heterogeneous complexities, I'm gonna go ahead and describe to you how you could differentiate products in China, so this way you don't end up getting cooked and of course losing money and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. So let's say you're a TikTok mom and you got a bunch of pets, cats and dogs. You're trying to make some money. You love your pets, cats and dogs. You have an idea that you have some sort of idea, not just an idea where you kind of laying down on your couch looking in a ceiling and be like, ooh, I got an idea. No, but like some serious idea. Maybe you have a brush that you thought of, maybe some sort of product you thought that you want to sell, but you just don't have that idea strong enough. You feel like you're missing something. You know, guys, what the biggest factor of unknown? Well, the biggest factor of unknown is known. Imagine, what if you have an idea, you're sitting an idea, but it feels like you don't know something. And when you get that feeling, when you get that gut feeling where it just feels like you don't know something, and guess what? That's true. That means you don't know something. There's a missing link and you need to go out and get it and you need to find out what it is. You're going to have that feeling. You're going to be laying on the couch and you're going to be like, damn, I want to build my own luxury pet product. But I'm looking at the window, I'm looking at the ceiling, I'm trying to figure it out, but none of the ideas come around. So, guys, look, if you want the ideas, you have to do deep level research with ChatGPT. That's the first step. Then, what you want to do, you want to quickly look across other sites like Amazon, etc., TikTok, and use burning method to go ahead and cook your brain a little bit to figure out the viral product and look at the meta ads to see what's trending in the past 7 days. That's your ticket formula to, I don't know, $5,000 a month. So finding just one product. You could go ahead and lock in and launch one of those products, guys, without really overthinking too much. But of course, if you pick the product that is just kind of everybody else selling, then that could be problematic. So instead, what you guys do instead, I'm going to repeat what you guys do instead. What you're going to do, you're going to find a product designer who already created a viral product. You're going to reach out to them and you're going to say, squabble up with me. I wanted to make money and help you get rich. Look, I'm going to fly you out to China and I'm going to give you the royalty fees and I'm going to give you a retainer from every sale this product makes. Are you in? Yes or no? Quick response. You hit about 20, 30 creators. Well, product designers, product engineers on LinkedIn. You get the responses. You have a little funnel systemized with AI chatbot, analyzing everybody and just kind of checking to see who's the right fit. And the next thing, after you get the person to say, yep, I'm ready. I want to be your product designer. I just created a luxury pet product. And yeah, I feel like I could do this. And you'll be like, all right, I'll fly you out to China. Guys, tickets to China are not that expensive. Go ahead and get in. Fly your designer to China, guys. And give them the royalty fees. That's going to be a lot cheaper than paying quality assurance fees for $200 to $300 visit into your warehouse, wherever warehouse that you got in China. Now, of course, guys, if you don't have any warehouses in China or don't have any ways of figuring out where to ship products and how to bundle them, how to do this in a way that everything is optimized, then clearly, guys, this is something that you just need to research. And of course, what I do, I make it easy for you to research because I already did the research, and you just follow exact formula and know right away who to work with, who not to work with. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown for how to go ahead and get your winning product, how to research your winning product, and how to like build it and differentiate it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll give you a few steps. Okay, guys, just follow those steps. I promise you, you're gonna be like so cooked by the end of those steps. You're gonna be so motivated. You're gonna come back to me and you're gonna be like, damn, oh my God, I never knew this. I never knew this. Hold on, guys, I gotta drink some coffee. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. My name is Ron Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, full stack cyber security and cloud engineer, and your ticket to freedom. That coffee is pretty good, guys. That coffee is pretty good. I'm almost finished drinking it. So guys, look, there's a couple of phases in your product life cycle. So as a mompreneur, as a side hustler, as a side hustler mompreneur, I don't even know if that name exists. Like, I don't even know how to come up for something that I have created. Like, my focus is obviously moms over 40. Do I call myself a mompreneur? I'm not a mom. Am I still a mompreneur? I guess so. But what happens when I'm doing this as a full-time job, like as a cybersecurity cloud engineer, and I'm doing this as a side hustle? Do I call myself side hustler, or do I call myself a mompreneur? Like, who? I don't even know. I don't think vocabulary exists for what I created. Guys, I don't like. Okay, to make it simple, I help moms over 40 build their brands. So obviously, if you have a luxury brand, or maybe you have a bunch of pets, cats, and dogs, and you one day woke up and you'd be like, oh, let me check out what's going on YouTube, then congratulations, you got to the right place. I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you how to do this whole product differentiation thing. Okay, so I imagine you already know marketing, you know how to create content, or maybe you just feel tired of creating content and enough is enough. You just want other UGC creators to create content, and you just want to do this on your own terms. You just want to be that bougie boss mom over 40, the feudal lord, the physical feudal lord, the digital feudal lord, the next creator, the next wave of creators, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna just I'm just gonna imagine about you on the other side. You are a sophisticated person. You don't believe too many things. You want straight facts. You want something is 100% relevant for you. Well, guys, look, I got good news for you. This channel over here is super relevant for you. It's specifically for moms over 40. It's all relevant for any kind of mom who wants to monetize the heck out of their pets, cats, and dogs, and build their own brands, heck, on the go, or for stay-at-home moms, whatever the case may be. And I'll make it super easy for you guys to do that and help you get connected with UGC creators, inventors, suppliers in China. So this way you don't take too many crazy risky actions, and do this the right way. So guys, look, here's what I wanted to share with you. Like, obviously, if you just do the same exact thing that everybody else does, such as, well, go out and get a bunch of products from AliExpress, ship them out and hope for the best, then of course it's not gonna be great, guys. Oh, I got my favorite. How can I help you? I got my favorite game developer. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And look, guys, look, remember I told you, if you want to become the next wave of creators, you need to get your audiences involved. And the next wave of creators are going to be the type of creators who understands the margins and how to create content and how to get their audiences involved. Remember I told you guys? I told you that, guys, and you know that already. And as many of you guys voting and coming back to me in short videos saying, yes, I want to become the next wave of creator. Well, congratulations, you're in the right place. Let's make, guys. So, okay, so game developer, I got a mission for you. The mission is simple. You first of all, before I provide you the mission, tell me how much time are you spending in school? Because essentially, whatever the advice that I provide to you is dependent on how much time you can allocate in a well-defined balance in terms of your life. Because definitely I don't want to intrude on any of your kind of personal time that you're spending or going to school. I want to make sure that whatever the path that I designed for you is comfortable and compatible with you, while also providing you the top level expertise that will help you truly make insane amount of money, especially if you're from overseas and you're a game developer. Last time we talked about a couple of things you're working on. I think you're cooking up some game. That's pretty dope. By the way, how far are you into that game? Were you last time I think you mentioned to me was 40%. Are you close enough to, like, also keep something in mind while you're developing the game? Continue listening to what I'm talking about in those sessions. Why is that? Well, it's obvious. You want to combine entire business model inside of the game. So this way, you get the commission for every supplier, for every UGC creator, for every service, every product that we add inside of the game. How far is that? Now you have that purpose. And of course, I already provided that purpose last time to you, and you got super excited. You started building a video game. Guys, this is what I do with my audiences. This is not like somebody blowing smoke in mom's biscuits. No. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. I'll squabble up with other side hustlers from overseas, give them some moms over 40 to work with. Those moms over 40, obviously, they get excited. They don't have to spend insane amount of money on expensive UGC creators, for example. Now, of course, you got to spend some money on UGC creators because otherwise you won't make any sales. But needless to say, what we do as part of the talent agencies, we help you squabble up with intelligent people from different fields, from overseas. So this way you don't have to spend insane amount of money. And all of those people are not just random freelancers. No, they actually understand this TikTok shop dropshipping model for luxury pet moms. Now, of course, if you have any other interests, any other brands, those side hustlers from overseas can also bake in other industries into your need, in case if you're not a pet mom and maybe you have another incredible desire to do something else in some other industries, whatever the case may be. But it's just our focus of our audience is that they're really sophisticated creatures from across the world. And all of and I'm sorry if I say the word creatures, but it's just many of us, what we do, guys, we help moms over 40 save insane amount of money. Why? Because we make it possible to help you by getting connected with audiences from overseas, meaning more affordable labor than what you would pay in America. So I hope that makes sense. So guys, okay, so we got Dane. Okay, so Dane, this is it. So I think right now at this point, the best way you could help is focus on incorporating into your game the following products, programs, and services. Illustrate in your game a scene of feudal lords conquering land, and represent those feudal lords on horses, represent those feudal lords as two types, digital and physical. Now, those feudal lords are brands, so make that clear distinction in the scene that the feudal lords are brands, and what they're doing, they handing out tokens of opportunities to side hustlers who are cultivating the land while helping feudal lords grow their feudal kingdom. So that's your scenario. Now, how do you do this and how do we make money out of it? Okay, well, first of all, try to include feudal incubator in there as well. And of course, by this time, I'm hoping that you're already familiar with what is feudal incubator. But basically, it's a coaching program for moms over 40. And basically, as you're creating the game and showing how moms over 40 fighting all sorts of creatures, growing their feudal kingdom, you also demonstrating how they're gaining those points and increasing profits. Now, before we start talking about mechanics of what kind of profits, introduce basic concepts in a game. TikTok shop, introduce what TikTok shop is, introduce the concept of Amazon, reproduce them as pet icons, where everything is a pet. And we're gonna make it an all pet theme. And okay, maybe it's a bad idea for TikTok shop as a pet because it's kind of stationary, although, yeah, you know what? Think of something else to represent TikTok shop, maybe like houses, to make it easier, right? Because essentially, you're going to have moms over 40 with pets, cats, kids, and dogs as the role characters. So let's just stick with that original plan as the scenario. And for the next thing, what we want to do, we're going to introduce feudal incubator. The whole concept of, so you're going to have a couple of scenes. You're going to have a scene where you have a mom starting out, mom over 40, who is discovering those business models. You could make that representation as mom over 40 first start out as a type of mom who's not necessarily yet the feudal lord. She wants to become the aspiring feudal lord, and you could represent her as kind of a character, and she could pick, and you could, as we discussed before, you could switch characters around, different roles, where mom could be either playing as a pet cat or dog, or it could be playing as her kid. So you could switch the character. Okay, so I'm creating a game, and I give your ad. Well, look, then that's not going to be strong enough if you just create an ad and you don't include this business model to help moms over 40 achieve their dream goal and show all those elements. Then you're just going to make income from one stream of revenue, which ads. That's not going to differentiate you from other people, and of course you're going to be only kind of stuck to in one source of revenue. What I'm proposing is you include all the other possible products, programs, and services that I'm describing in context of helping moms over 40 recognize this entire TikTok shop dropshipping model. And while you're building that game, you're going to be including the entire Freedom Fusion system in a mix, represented by an eagle. And what you're going to be showing, you're going to be encompassing feudal system inside of the game, where you're going to have a bunch of feudal lords, either physical or digital. You're going to have to include some upgrades for moms over 40 as they start developing their own brands. They become physical or digital feudal lord. And what you want to do, you want to demonstrate a path on a forest. You want to do it on a 2D game type of style. I'm using zero to higher money for free. So remember, it's not about free, because nowadays everything is free. Now you could you could use tokens in Gemini to go ahead and create a game relatively quickly, then switch Gmail accounts and build it again quickly. So the whole concept of free kind of dissipated in the world of AI. What you really want to do, you really want to build this scenario of feudal lords and conquering different types of feudal lands and giving tokens of opportunities to side hustlers from overseas. And what you want to do, you want to describe this in the scenario. The reason why is because when people are going to be playing that game, you're going to have the rights. You're going to have full rights from this scenario, including content, to make money from anytime they purchase Feudal Incubator. Of course, you're going to have to describe what Feudal Incubator, and the best way to do that is to pick a couple of my YouTube videos and render them directly inside of the game. So you already have content. What you're going to get is you're going to get the rights, and not only rights, you're going to also get the affiliate links. So in simple words, what you're going to do is you're going to embed affiliate links for anything that you show to moms over 40 by pointing them into your affiliate links. So anytime their kids or moms over 40 play together with their kids or vice versa, anytime they click on that link, they end up basically buying that coaching program. And when they buy it, you get that commission. And of course, this is a lot stronger than just running ads. I do have another side hustler. His name is Jackson Carter the Ford, who actually is spending hours on YouTube and promoting Freedom Fusion System, my talent agency. And he's doing it in context of just while playing a video game, and he's using OBS. I dropped a workshop yesterday where I show kind of how I use OBS. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out, but with OBS, you could configure different scenes. So here's what I would do if I was you. While you're creating the game, I would have OBS turned on and have some of those videos from Freedom Fusion System in the process while you're creating the game. Okay? So instead of like wasting your time and just doing things silently where nobody sees you, instead switch that around a little bit. Get other people to see you and introduce all of those different types of pieces of content from my YouTube channel representing what Freedom Fusion System is. And in the process of doing that, you're going to be building while educating, while rendering those videos, YouTube videos, into the game. So whenever moms over 40 play that game with their pets, okay, with their kids, and kind of switching the characters and kind of trying to, how to find suppliers, how to find UGC creators. And what you're doing, you're really embedding everything that I'm making in the talent agency into the game. You're rendering it in a form of a video. And when moms over 40 see that, they not only do they learn digitally, not only do their kids learn this information digitally as they're playing the game, but you're making money from combination of both royalty rights and, well, affiliate commission. And plus, when you're going live, you might as well go live while creating the game, while using Gemini and cooking up the game styles and doing the 3D rendering later on, or start off with regular 2D game. Don't go into the 3D world yet. Otherwise, it's really easy to get cooked in the 3D world, and it's just going to be too power intensive. Think of from the standpoint of a game that could be played on your phone and on the desktop, but include the whole concept of feudal lords, digital and physical feudal lords. Include the concept of Freedom Fusion Land and Freedom Fusion Path. Represent that as communities. So, and you could kind of figure out the best way of what is a community. But Freedom Fusion Land, maybe, I don't know, represent beautiful trees, everything looking like a Disneyland. And this is where moms over 40 come down to discover freedom and become feudal lords. So you could do it this way. And just keep something in mind, in Freedom Fusion Land, you have moms over 40 kind of becoming those, okay, how should I say this? Freedom Fusion Land is for existing brand owners, meaning for existing business owners, meaning the type of moms who already have business and they want to get connected with UGC creators. And okay, so I'm really sorry about bye, because my time is 11:06. Good night. So guys, look, here's what I was saying. Right now we're just kind of strategizing about a game, guys, real quick, but let me get back to the product thing that I was describing, how to differentiate yourself when building your product and how to build it in a way that just makes it super easy for you to make more sales and not be in a situation where down the road you end up trying to sell the products but it doesn't work at all because nobody's buying it. You definitely don't want to do that. But what I did over here, guys, in this workshop, I quickly described to you how you could differentiate the product. And good night, bye. So guys, look, in this channel what we do is squabble up together. We build luxury pet brand, and I show you behind the scenes how my talent agency is building it, so you could build it too and you could make some extra income and can feel really good about it. Right now I'm talking about differentiating your products. How do you do it? Like, what if you have a product, let's say you have a brush and you wanted to, like, instead of being a regular brush, you wanted to include some chambers inside of that brush, swappable cartridge chambers. Then how would you do that? Well, that's exactly what I cover in my Feudal Incubator custom coaching program for moms over 40, for how to go ahead and differentiate your product, so this way you have greater chances of making more profits. If you don't do this step, unfortunately, it's going to be really hard for you to make sales, and you're going to burn through cash, and then you possibly can go bankrupt as well if you choose the wrong decision. But what we make it super easy, guys, for you not to make the wrong decision and not to go bankrupt. And instead we help you truly find a path, find that freedom fusion path to finally discover the freedom that you've all been seeking for how to differentiate your product, how to take it to the market, how to squabble up with other people to make it better, and so much more. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going. I think I'm just gonna go to this pool real quick to go for a swimming pool. And yeah, guys, that's kind of all I wanted to create and talk about today. That's it for now, guys, and I'll see